here to do another garden tour. It's been a while. Here's our 2 surviving cucumber plants. They're looking good, hoping that we'll start getting blossoms on them soon. I need to weed, so excuse all the weeds here, but our melons are looking good. There's 2 other ones, the small one and that even smaller one. But they are looking alright. I just love the leaves. Does anyone else just love melon leaves? They are so cute. Getting pretty fuzzy and looking good. There's my little okra. We're moving around the beginning of September, and so I probably won't get to enjoy too much of these things, unfortunately. But my family that's still here will be able to, so that's nice at least. Sunflowers along the back. They are looking good. Getting tall. We did get some disease on them. I'm not sure exactly what, but I'm hoping, see that it's not moving to the tomatoes though, so that's good. But I'm not sure what it is, probably because I planted them too close together. But they're still going. I've just been pulling off those yucky leaves as I see them. Let's go through some tomatoes. Oh no. Well, that's gross. Thanks, birds. Anyways, we've got some on here that's looking really good though. I accidentally, be very careful if you're ever trimming tomatoes. I was cutting this branch off that was touching the ground so that it wouldn't get sick. See that? Yeah, be careful. I just left it because it will heal itself, and I'll just have to cut that piece off before we use it. This right here is what happens when it is too hot. Your buds will just dry up and fall right off. It has been so hot here. So hot, over 100 degrees. It was like 101 one day, I think, and usually at about 90 degrees they just start falling off. Look at it. Yep. But we do have a lot set, and they do keep setting. I think that if they catch the right time in the evening, then they're able to. So, because we do have a lot still that are, but so many are just falling off. Every once in a while I'll just come out and shake them, get the dead ones off. I do have some leaf curling from just uneven watering. Not a big deal. They're still growing just fine. There's some nice bundles of tomatoes in here. Very, very nice looking, but see, these ones have set in there. Oh, I can't get it right, but they're set. They're in there. This one's getting tall. It's almost out of control. We'll just keep working its way back up in there and keep it going up. So, but look at all those dropped blooms because it's so hot. It's horrible, but we've got some looking really good. Look at the color on these. You can tell they're going to be darker on the top than on the bottom. They're so pretty. They're starting to turn a yellowish, some of them. Some of my funky beefsteak tomatoes. Look at that one. That's so neat. But then I've got some like pretty much perfect ones. So they are looking good. I still have not come out and done any of my strawberry shoots like I need to. So when I do, I will totally get a video of that. Look at that, that's neat. That one's giving off its own shoot. I'm gonna pluck that though, because we don't need it spending that extra nutrients when I've already got all those. The berries are kind of drying up and dwindling down. It's been so warm. So they're falling apart too. Now here's something that I didn't think that I was going to be able to get a chance to even see grow because it's been so hot. I'm not sure actually if it was the heat or if they just weren't being pollinated, but so many of these blooms were falling off. But we finally have tomatillos. They're in there. So that's so exciting. They're starting. There's another one right there. Yep. The corn has seen better days. This is my first time, and with the help of my daughter, our first time ever actually being able to get any corn off of it, so that was nice. Our volunteer cherry tomatoes, sorry I'm moving the camera all over, are looking really good. Look at all those nice bundles. Same down here. Let's pull these little bottom ones. We want this one to get bigger. This one's just been laying back on the ground, and I think I'm just gonna let them do what they want to do. We harvested the one broccoli that was right here and cooked it up in some dinner. It was delicious. Here's our melons. If anyone knows why this is happening, my melons and my blooms just keep breaking and falling off. If someone could tell me, that'd be great, because I'll come out and I'll have a cute little melon like this, and it's so adorable and looking good, and it'll get its bloom. I think this one finally actually got one, but so many of them were just drying up and falling right off. And I don't know why, but look how long they're getting. This one goes all the way back there. It's looking really nice. That's something else though that I'll probably not get to enjoy. But I can enjoy watching them grow. Our ground cherries are still really small. There's one. Still super tiny. I'm not sure what that's about. I haven't seen any broccoli forming on these yet, but they're still growing. They're still doing really good despite the heat, so we're gonna let them just keep going and see if we do end up getting anything from them. Our squash back here, the smaller squash, is looking good. We have that one. There's one right down under there, but it's not getting enough sunlight. We'll talk about that in just a second. There's also a squash right there. So this is also a tomatillo plant. Look at those. Oh, come on, little spider. Gosh. Look at that. You can see it in there, maybe, if I can focus the camera. See that little tomatillo? But they're so cute. Look at them. So those are looking really good. My tall one's over there. It's getting taller than my corn. There's 2 tomatillo plants. Okay, guys, let's talk this squash. Ouch. So we've actually gotten a lot off this. I've made squash bread, and we have barbecued squash. We have made a lot of things with this. Sorry, I've got to unhook this little guy, or else he'll just grow in there funny. Come on. There we go. Thing with tying them up is you got to make sure that your string's not holding on to them and messing them up. But I'm thinking that I'm going to let just a few more grow, and then I'm going to be cutting this one out, this squash, so that way my ground cherries There's more down here. This melon, more ground cherries all along there. The beans, since they're still doing really good, and the other squashes back there can get more sunlight. And look at our sunflower, guys. It's looking so good. It is taller than me, way taller than me. So our things in our pots are not doing as great this year. I think I planted these ones too late, but they're trying. This is the early silverline melons, and you can see how it pretty much died off, each of them, but this new little leaf looks good. They each have one, and they're growing new, so we'll see. Same thing with these beans. Their new little leaves are finally looking okay, but poor little plants. But I think it's just too hot. These are the carrots that we did in this pot, and they're just not doing it. Need to just pull all these. This was my lemon balm, which I don't know why it's not growing all that great, but there's still just a few. Also early silverline melons that were not doing good. I think those two are definitely gone, but them two are coming back. Lettuce, still waiting to get seeds from that. Hasn't even bolted yet. Radishes, we've used all of, except for what I'm gonna get seeds from. You can see those seed pods there. The carrots in that far white one, and in this one we have used. I pulled the rest the other day because they were not looking good from the heat. And my colorful peppers, or possibly eggplant. I think there's both in there. So they're doing good as well. This will be sad though to see this cut down, but it's just starting to take up too much space. The squash bugs on it are just getting too much. I should not have planted 4 of them together. So, but it's looking alright. Mostly just needs weeded. Look at all that grass in there. Oh, our little pepper plants down here are doing alright. This one's looking good. I think we'll start getting blooms from it pretty soon. This one has been blooming. And we have little peppers forming. I don't think they'll get very big because it's not a very big plant, but better than these that just haven't done anything all year. So I'm super excited for tomatoes though. Oh, if you check my Instagram, you can get the squash bread recipe that I used. It was super delish. There's still some at home. Might have some this evening. Look at that cute little tomato. I love the darkness up top and the light on the bottom. They are just gorgeous. Well, thank you all for joining. Hope to see you on the next garden tour. Hopefully it's not as far out. And hopefully soon you'll be joining me to eat the first ripe tomato. Have a good day, y'all.